Hi, welcome to my classroom. My name is Teacher Marissa. If you're watching this video, it's probably because you're interested in teaching with VIPKid. VIPKid is an online teaching platform that has native English speakers, such as yourself, teach Chinese students who live in China English as a second language using a Skype format. So honestly, you've stepped into my classroom. It's a one-on-one teaching experience. So one child for 25 minutes a day will see this. Hi, I'm Teacher Marissa. The VIPKid provides the materials that you teach as far as your lesson, your standards, and objectives. It's almost in a PowerPoint type format. So you as the teacher ahead of time get to click through this PowerPoint, see the words, the letters, the sounds, the grammar that you will be teaching your students. And it even has teacher tips, tells you exactly what you as the teacher are supposed to be getting across to the student and how to do it on that particular slide. You bring energy, personal connection, pronunciation help, a smile, and all of that to the classroom. So you have props available to you. Some teachers are way into props and have something for everything. Those are especially the teachers who do the really little kids. I'm one of those and have so much fun with it. And then when you teach the older kids, you have more realistic props that you would bring to the table and just get the student to talk with you. You do not need to know any Chinese. This is an immersion program. So from the very start, you're saying, hi, my name is Teacher Marissa, and you never speak any Chinese to them. So if the lesson was, I'm picking a very simple lesson from the little kids, but if the lesson was about pandas, the screen would have panda picture on it, either a cartoon drawing or a realistic one, and you would probably have to identify the panda's eyes and their ears and their mouth and what they eat. But you would bring props to the table. It could be printouts, pictures, or toys that you have lying around, but it would be like, panda! And you want to get the kid to repeat what you're doing by making a connection to what they have. You'll teach some of them the alphabet, and some of them will already know it, and you'll be doing sounds and reading. But it would be great to have letters in your classroom or flashcards, because something you would do would be like, big A, ah, 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 or small a, ah, ah, ah. Big A, small a. So that's just a little taste of what you would be doing. The VIPKid requires that you have a bachelor's degree. It does not need to be in education. Having one in education was especially helpful for me because I happened to have a lot of things already on hand, but most of these things can be found at the dollar store for very cheap. So you need to have at least a bachelor's and some experience in a classroom setting. It does not mean you had to be a teacher. You could have taught choir. You could have just taught Sunday school once a week for a year or whatever. You might not actually have been a teacher at all in the classroom. It could have been parent volunteer work in your child's classroom. Those things count as well. So the pay rate is $14 to $22 an hour, even though you're paid class-to-class basis and classes are 25 minutes long. That pay rate is determined by your credentials. Do you have a bachelor's? Do you have a master's? Obviously, the more credentials you have, the higher your pay rate. Based on your experience, I'm sure, and then also a lot of it is based on how you do in the interview. The interview is less like a formal job interview. You don't show up in a suit and kind of have this Skype interview with them. You do introduce yourself to one of the VIPKid interviewees, chat a little bit about logistics of the job, but mostly it's a lesson that you're teaching, a demo lesson. They'll give you the materials ahead of time, just like they would for a class that you would be teaching if you were hired. You prepare for it, and you give the interviewee the lesson. They do pretend to be young children who don't know how to speak English, which can make you feel a little silly at times, but get past it. They're there to see how you would teach a young child. They're going to be looking for your ability to use props, your smile, your ability to get them to talk. If you correct the child's pronunciation or grammar. And those are how you're determined what your pay rate is. The process can be a little overwhelming if you just jump straight into it. I did it without anybody mentoring me or telling me anything about it. I just started and I was very overwhelmed. I didn't know what they were looking for, what TPR was, what the interview was going to be like, anything like that. So I'm here to help you to make it less overwhelming and to hopefully get you as high a pay rate as you can, because you've come to the table prepared, know what you're doing, and are ready to dive in and teach with VIPKid. So go ahead, look in my Google Docs file, follow the processes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there are a few that are not numbered that are just helpful, informative tips. If you're interested, I'd love to hook you up with a couple Facebook support groups that give you ideas, people answer questions, and things like that. Again, you are always free to Facebook message me, to email me, to call me, or to do a FaceTime session with me if you would like me to visually show you some things. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you found this helpful, and go ahead and peruse through the Google files. Please do use my referral code if you choose to sign up and apply with VIPKid. I'm here all the way for you. Any questions along the entire process, I'd love to help you.